Welcome back to Racing Across America on Tuesday morning. That means a visit from Michael Chamberlain from Turf Paradise. Good morning, Michael.
Good morning.
For folks who are playing Turf Paradise this afternoon, make us envious. What's the weather out there?
Well, it has gotten pretty cold in the overnights here. It's actually gotten down into the 40s, which is kind of chilly for here in November. I know, boo-hoo. But the sun is shining as usual here in Phoenix. It is another beautiful afternoon, and we are looking forward to fast and firm conditions. Temperatures probably in about the high 60s.
Nice.
They creep into the low 70s.
All right, so we'll live vicariously watching Turf Paradise this afternoon. We'll talk a little bit about the races on Tuesday afternoon in just a moment. I wanted to go back to Saturday, just do a little recap of the two stakes races. The Caballos del Sol. We don't have video because the video replays went to a couple of different sites, and the third race was a little funky on both of the places we went to, but we will talk about it. The Caballos del Sol for 3-year-olds and up, going 6 furlongs on the dirt. And it was interesting in here. It was only a field of 4 after scratches, but Robertino Diodoro provides a little bit of value with the second choice winning. It was the longer half of the Diodoro entry, which already at Turf Paradise has proved productive. So again, you only got $5.80, but given it is Robertino Diodoro, that seemed a little bit generous, particularly coming off the nice race this one threw in with a 93 buyer figure back on October 27th. The other Diodoro that was the 4-5 favorite in the race, Bulldozer, was coming out of a second place finish in a stakes race at Turf Paradise. But again, the longer half, and the half that I thought was maybe a little bit better given the last race, Omar gets it done in the Caballos del Sol.
And the thing that was particularly eye-catching about the way Omar won was that the horse just went right to the front, and that was it. Game over. Went right to the lead, and was challenged, maybe when they came into the stretch a little bit, but just, kicked it into another gear and just pulled away to win nicely. And as you said, off the last effort, it is a little bit surprising that you get that kind of a price on a Diodoro horse, especially in such a short field. But very nice performance by Omar to get a stakes win on Saturday.
And in the other stake, we do have some video of the stretch run of the City of Phoenix. We're going to watch the number 3, Maker or Breaker, get it done as the 4-5 favorite over number 6, Rock and Glory. Notable there, it's Diodoro running second in here and was not the favorite. It was Maker or Breaker, the favorite for Dan McFarlane, and that one comes out of, understandably, the favorite because it came out of that Princess of Palms stakes win here on October 25th, which was a pretty nice win. Validated that, coming right back as the 4-5 favorite and wins. And again, Maker or Breaker is the number 3 horse, Rock and Glory, the number 6 horse. Gracie Grace, the number 5, will run third in here. Nice little stretch duel, but again, the 4-5 favorite pulls away at the end.
And that's the second time that Maker or Breaker has put away Rock and Glory nicely in the stretch. And as you mentioned in that Princess of Palms, basically did the same thing, and she's putting herself at the forefront for early horse of the meet talk out here at Turf Paradise, because we're 1 month ago today, it was opening day, and she's already got 2 stakes wins on her resume. So a very good start to the season for Maker or Breaker out here at Turf Paradise.
And did want to note that on Omar was Scott Stevens, ran second in that race we just saw in Rock and Glory. But Scott Stevens, we talked about him a number of times last year as being a guy, Gary Stevens' brother, but runs very well down there at Turf Paradise.
Absolutely. He is one of the landmarks of this place. He's been here for years and years, and he is one of the guys you need to watch out for here at Turf Paradise. He's on that list of 5 or 6 jockeys that when he gets on a horse, and you need to take a little extra notice of it.
Absolutely. All right, let's take a look out at today's action at Turf Paradise. We have a couple of races to look at. Kicking things off in race number 4, conditional claiming event, $3,500 tags. Non-winners of 3 lifetime the condition. They're going to go a mile. Your thoughts on the 4th?
I'm going to take the horse on the inside, number 1, Tail Be Told. This is a Robertino Diodoro horse that is making a drop in claiming company off of a turf try last time. Tried a 62.50, non-winners of 3. Ended up running 4th, only 2 1/4 lengths behind the winner of that race, which was a horse named Mancala, who actually came back to win this weekend at Turf Paradise at 10-1 in a race on the turf. And Tail Be Told's only clunker was the race 2 back at Canterbury. Was with open $4,000 claiming company, just didn't fire for whatever reason it might have been. But you look at most of the past performances going back through Canterbury, even here at Turf Paradise last season, Tail Be Told is a horse that puts forth a very strong effort, and I look for one again today out of this gelding in the fourth race.
Talk a little bit about it as you're describing that horse. I'm looking at the chart or the past performances and some of the stats and whatnot. The jockey, 39% so far early in the meet. Talk a little bit about Franco.
Giovanni Franco, he's one of those guys that I was in the Scott Stevens discussion we were just talking about. And I'll tell you, he is one of these guys. He was riding a lot for Miguel Silva the last few years when he was here, so he was running bunches of races with Miguel Silva, and you see him pop up on a Diodoro horse every so often, and you have that case here today. Giovanni Franco is one of the top riders here at Turf Paradise, and he's one of those guys that goes with most of the colony up to Minnesota. You'll see him at Canterbury in the summer. You'll see him here in the winter. Very strong rider, and someone that always needs to be reckoned with.
Yeah, 39% early in the meet. Yeah. Wow. All right, the sixth race this afternoon, another conditional claiming event, non-winners of 2 lifetime. This time they're going to go 6.5. Your thoughts in race number 6 today?
I'm going to look to the number 4 horse, Avellino. You get Drayden Van Dyke aboard, the top apprentice who comes here to Turf Paradise on the weekdays when Santa Anita or Del Mar are not running in Southern California. And he came here yesterday and won 2 races at the tail end of the card, and actually was on the favorite in the last race and didn't win the last race, but still had an opportunity to wrap the card up with 3 wins in a row. He gets aboard this Justin Evans trainee. This horse won an elongated sprint to break the maiden at Albuquerque on October 22nd, scored there with Maiden Claiming Company, then jumped to a turf race here with $10,000 non-winners of 2, now goes turf to dirt, shortens back to a longer sprint distance of 6.5 furlongs off the 7.5 furlong turf try, and with the class drop, the jockey, and all those circumstances, even if you look back at the other past performances here, this horse was running at Churchill Downs, Indiana Grand, Ellis Park, and Zia Park before getting to Albuquerque and here at Turf Paradise. So this horse has been some pretty good places. I like the chances for Avellino in race 6.
Very good. We have a nice 7-2 on the morning line as well. Michael, as always, appreciate the visit. Good luck out at Turf Paradise this afternoon. We'll talk to you again next week.